All
right,
we're
double live.
Double live.
We double live.
Double
We're
live.
double live. All right, here we go. Double live. Welcome to our stream of drawing stuff and character pre-roll generation. Who's here? It's me, Chris P. And look who's next to me, Pendleton Ward. Look at him. You might know him from Adventure Time and Midnight Gospel and other cool stuff. And drawing pictures, which he's going to do tonight. Playing D&D with. He's a great guy to play D&D with. Or maybe play DD&D with. And other artists who involved. He did art for this. We're going to look at his art tonight. Also joining us is Skinner, who did the Dungeon Master's screen on the basic set, which glows in the dark. And Heather Mahler, who did the cover and some of the cards inside. Both incredible artists. They're going to be palling around with us, bullshitting, talking about the Fonz, whatever. Who knows what's going to happen. You guys know who the Fonz is? Arthur Fonzarelli, Happy Days. You ever hear about him? Skinner's got his same jacket that the Fonz were.
I saw the Fonzie's jacket in the Smithsonian.
Yeah. There you go. Is that what inspired you to get your own Fonzie jacket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, it was next to Archie Bunker's chair.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Two classics. Oh, look at that.
Cool
We can see
thing,
what's
fun
happening
facts.
over there.
Chris, I had your face covered, but now it's uncovered, I promise.
It's like we have a delay on that screen. Man, look at how pixelated that is. That's so funny. I love that. Yeah, we're advanced here. All right. See, now I don't know. This looks different. I'm going to see. I already did this. But I'm going to show this. Look, this is what we're seeing. But that looks really pixelated over there. But it looks pretty cool. We also see him there. And we see him there. What are we even seeing? Look at what's happening over here. What are you guys doing? All right.
Oh my god.
Double
yeah,
live.
I'm sorry.
Double
I'm probably
live.
gonna be hard. I just
Alright.
threw my camera.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. I'm sorry, I'm not answering the Instagram stuff. We're gonna get the chat on the YouTube and the chat on the Instagram.
Heather, are you sticking with
I'll
this
see what I
camera
can
setup,
do.
or are you changing again?
Oh. So
I
deep
think what I do
views
is I'll
says
leave
to
it
say
there
hi
for
to
in a
you.
minute when I
You're the
draw.
reason they
So
went to
it'll be
animation school.
there.
Yo,
Yeah.
deep views.
Deep views. Yeah. Oh look, Skinner's now on this and that. He's in this and that. I saw you just joined. Yeah, nice. You're getting the double view. Are you gonna get like feedback now?
No, I turned the volume down.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. There we go. All right. So one of the things we're thinking about doing tonight.
That your booth is pulling
Yeah, so
focus.
the
Oh, you know,
tequila is
let's
very,
get this.
the
Let's get
tequila
this
is a little
up.
too
All right.
focused for
One thing I'm
now.
Give it a
gonna do.
shot.
Yeah, maybe
It's,
later.
Milagro. It's a legendary tequila. Milagro is given to us by our friend Dana Dynamite, who represents some booze companies in giving us, I don't know what the technical term is, but they give us free booze if we talk about it. So I'm talking about it. Keep giving us free booze. Milagro.
Milagro.
Excellent. Excellent. Booze. That's what I'm drinking now. Cheers, everybody, to Milagro. All right, did that part. Okay, so what this is about tonight, all right, is you have which down shooty? Are we on this down shooty?
We got both down shooties going.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain kind of
This
like the
looks
premise.
like ass, but that's pen.
Yeah.
That's the
I get it.
orders. There's that.
All right. So as you can see under this camera here, you've got a Whiskey Wizard character class card. And this is what a character class card is going to look like, except it's going to be even cooler. This is like us just printing it out on our like printer here. It's going to have like glow in the dark, and these parts aren't going to be orange. It's going to be multi, have a couple of colors. It's going to look cool. But this one is a Whiskey Wizard, right? This is a character class you can play. If you buy the basic set, you get this Whiskey Wizard. It looks awesome. This drawing is done by Will Carsola, creator of Mr. Pickles, the guy who drew the logo for Liquid Death, and is the creator of Murder Man, a cartoon that we may or may not be working on right now. And you can roll your own character using this as a basis, saying like, I'm going to roll Whiskey Wizard. Or if you get the deluxe set, you have the ability to have a pre-rolled character. And yes, by pre-rolled, that is a pun about drugs. and it's also a D&D type thing. So you can see this right here is a whiskey wizard designed by Pendleton right here. You want to describe what's going on with this whiskey wizard?
The wizard's made out of whiskey.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
See it? Oh,
Yeah.
It's coming out of the bottle.
It's a delay. We get like a minute delay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so good.
You know, some kind of spelling this wizard used to enchant himself as whiskey.
All right. So check it out. You can see on this one, right? There's a lot of things that are blank. Pencil.
Pencil's right over there in the
Grab this pencil. I got the goofer. We'll put it in the middle too, in case we need to goof our pencils. There you go. So, things that we're going to think about tonight: their name, starting item, starting equipment, and these are the kind of attacks. Oh, the attack spells are, I think, baked in. Well, we'll have those.
The names of the attacks.
Those are going to be the things, right? Yeah. So those are. So we're going to talk about character name, starting item. We're going to have starting equipment. I think this is a little different than what we did. Our sheet might not be. Hey, you know what? We're going to do it. We're doing it live. Can I grab that one over here? It's going to be a little different. Yeah. We need to do. You start with one equipment and two items. So we're just going to call this items. All right. And this will be equipment, and this we won't deal with. Look at that. We're going to fix this before it ships. You're going to love it. And then we're going to come up with a character story, which will be fun. So I think one of the things we might do, and there's like different things, right? Like you can choose different things, like, you know, one of your things that you might choose to have. Let me just check on here to see if that's a equipment or item, because equipment is multiple use and items are single use, right? So we've got here a flask of inebriation, which is an equipment. So if we wanted to have the whiskey wizard have a flask of inebriation, which is do +1 additional damage for each sip or hit you take as you attack. So if you want to get really drunk, you could be really powerful, because if you keep sipping a drink as you attack, you could do. There's really no limit to the damage that you could do if you choose this as one of your items, your flask of inebriation.
There's no limit to the amount of weddings you can ruin.
Yeah.
At the-
Exactly. Or you could choose something like a single item thing, like a sugar booger. Oh, let me also talk about this. This flask of inebriation, the design was done by Cheese. He's a RPG artist and a guy, a New Yorker. He lives in Hoboken, New York. He does a lot of stuff for role playing games. Big Eye Chungus is one of my favorites that he has worked on. You could also choose an item such as the Sugar Booger. This one is designed by Christy Caracas, creator of Super Jail and Ball Masters, and this gives all players +20 damage for 1 round. But the thing about the Sugar Booger, use it once, it's gone. Use single use items. So you got to think about that +20 damage. Although I guess, you know, if you wanted to take 20 drinks, this could have the same mechanic. But I think you'd be out pretty quick if you wanted to do something like that. So these are the kind of things you want to consider when you're picking your items, your equipment, character story, your character name. So let's think about this whiskey wizard. Pen, did any names come to mind when you were like drawing this? Do you look at them now and think of a name? Chris, he's named Chris.
Yeah.
Oh my God! What?
Wow.
Oh
That's
wait,
great.
is Heather drawing Chris?
I love it.
The-
I love it. Chris. All right. This whiskey wizard is named Chris. All right. So what do you think his character story should be?
Damn.
He's like, did he exist just by being poured out of this bottle? Did somebody just pour him out the bottle and then he exists?
Like
Maybe.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I'm gonna adjust this so you can see both of us.
Perhaps he was created as a way of haunting another person. Like
There you go.
you know, he's like the alcohol. It's like some kind of alchemist was like, I want to maybe an alchemist is like addicted to chaos and is like, I will create the perfect being of chaos and unpredictability.
I like
And
that.
then they make this magical whiskey.
An alcohol alchemist. I like it.
I'm like,
Right. And then what happens is the whiskey somehow becomes sentient with the will to live
Yeah.
on another day. Anyways, I'm just bullshitting, but you know what I'm saying.
no,
Writing it down.
I do know what you're saying. I really do know what you're saying, man.
Hey, Heather's got something.
Yeah.
okay, I got one. What if he is only manifested in the chaotic party foul where you spill a drink and then he's just like, something
Created
like
by
that.
a party foul.
He comes out of the
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome. So the whiskey wizard comes at a time of awkward alcoholism or
Yeah.
something.
Has anybody ever done that?
Chaos.
That party foul?
Yes.
Anybody on the chat want to tell a story about a party foul? I used to do that, all the time. I remember I drink too much, and then you're standing there, and then sometimes your drink just exits your hand. You're just standing there, and then it's not in your hand; it's on the ground. What just happened? You got too drunk. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But maybe the good part is that
I like
story is when that happens, you create Chris, the whiskey wizard. An alchemist addicted to chaos created Chris. Chris only manifests after a heinous party foul. I love that.
Maybe
So he
that's
isn't even consistently alive. He needs a party foul. His spirit is just floating around, waiting for somebody to spill their whiskey,
House
and then
rules.
he inhabits it.
Yeah,
All right.
New rules.
So let's think about this, right? Because we don't have all the art, we haven't printed out everything that exists. Some of them still exist on here. I'm trying to think for a wizard, right? Maybe a wand. A
Oh,
wand
we
could be a
got
good
some
thing.
things from the chat though.
Oh,
We got
what?
Archie says a wizard drowning his sorrows because he's alone and inadvertently creates a friend in a bottle.
Okay.
We got Griffin who says the whiskey wizard was cursed by a party foul and now can only be released from his bottle when someone knocks his bottle over in a subsequent party foul.
I like that. That lines up with what we've got. Her.
And we got
That's
Cheese
pretty
who
good.
says one time I was at a party and threw up on a poor girl. It was a foul.
Yeah, well, I believe that if that's the cheese that I know, who drew the flask of inebriation. Is that the same cheese that drew this flask of inebriation?
If that.
It is
It is that cheese.
It is.
Alright.
He wants the only cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few cheeses.
Cheese.
I like this.
I've
What
seen
about
cheese
if there's
vomit
a
many
wizard what is there any kind of good or positive party fouls? Is that an accident that actually goes good? Is that
Well, sometimes it causes you to leave the party, which could be a good thing to do.
yeah,
Because the party fell, you walk away, and then the next morning you're like, "Oh, thank goodness I left that party. It would have went really bad."
You know that there's been some moments where I feel like being a little bit drunk kind of like lets you be more in the moment, let life kind of happen in a more
Yeah.
fun, crazy way, but sometimes not. You can't just there's a line where it ends and you're just like in the oblivion place.
I did, one of these party foul stories I have. I was in college in New York. I went to the School of Visual Arts with Cheese, who's on the chat, and I was at a party and I was having a good time, and I did one of those party fouls, dropped my drink, and I was like, I think I gotta go pee. And in New York, everybody's got these small apartments. If you're a dude, you're gonna go out on the street and pee. It's kind of like the etiquette, right? You go find a space out. Yeah.
Crazy
Yeah.
etiquette.
You go out on the street.
I'm gonna say I'm a fan though.
Yeah, yeah. So I went out to go out on the street, and then the next thing I remember, had one of those real-time blackouts where I'm just wandering around in New York on the west side, kind of near the West Side Highway, and I'm like, wait, which way am I walking? And I kept thinking, like, I think the subway is this way, I think it's this way, and I kept second guessing myself, and I finally see a gas station with like one of those little like stores that you could get snacks, and I'm like, I think the right thing for me to do is get some snacks. That's gonna help me sober up. So I walked to the gas station, and lo and behold, I see my friend Randy, who goes to school with me, at the gas station with two women on either side of him, right? And I go up and I'm like, Randy, I can't believe it's you. I go up to hug him, and I'm like, Randy, what's up? I'm so drunk, or whatever I was saying to Randy. I'm just gonna go, what are you doing here? And he was like, that's cool. And then I noticed I had enough cognition to be like, oh, I think these two women are afraid of me. right? I'm being that guy, right? So it's like I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be that guy. I'll just go in the gas station and buy some potato chips and leave. And then I saw Randy the next day, like later on that night, you know, the night after, and I was like, Randy, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I scared you and your friends. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. That was not me. I was that guy that went up to a total stranger thinking he was Randy. So that's a drinking story. Does anybody else have good drinking stories they want to share on the chat? That's
Not that I
talking
can
about drinking stories.
Dude, that is so funny. I'll tell you that when I was in high school, there was a moment where me and my friends, because I played rugby, which was like the sport that you were allowed to play if you're a fuck up. They didn't care if you're on drugs or all fucked up. They're like, you just can't be on the football team.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be on the football team. And the only reason I got on the rugby team was because it kind of seemed psychotic and you could be really drunk.
Yeah.
And I remember because there was a moment where me and the team discovered Mad Dog 2020.
Oh,
And,
fortified
yeah,
wine.
If you've ever drank that,
I have. Yeah.
remember.
I preferred Wild Irish Rose though. That was my fortified wine.
oh yeah, I would drink the grape one, which was the most highest alcohol content. And it was fucked up. Anyway, I remember one time we were drinking it and we were partying, and then we were hanging out with these my friends and stuff like that. And you know, you just black out, just like a moment where you're just gone or whatever. The next day, I like see this guy and he's all, "Hey man, what's up?" And I was all, "What's up?" And he's all, "Dude, that was amazing last night. That was so great." I was like, "Yeah, cool, man." And he's like, "Dude, that was such an amazing conversation we had. Thank you, dude. I really learned, like, it really had a big impact on me and stuff." And I was all, "What? What are you talking about?" He's all, "What? You don't remember?" And I was all, "Fuck no, dude." What? He's all, "Dude, you gave me all kinds of fucking life advice and fucking all this shit." I was all, "Oh, I bet I did." Do not pay attention to any of that. Don't like take it from the record, dude. Like, he was all disappointed.
So Skinner, what's some advice you have for somebody right now? What's some good life advice that you have for everybody on this chat?
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Get therapy.
Get
immediately.
therapy. All right.
Yeah.
Therapy.
You have
Don't
to,
fear
like,
therapy. It's good. It's a good thing. Everybody loves it. Even if you don't love it, it's good for you.
You might be different to different people. You might need, I mean, because what you want to do is you're only here for a short time, right? So you want to be able to feel as much love as possible and love people as much as possible and ride the waves of this chaos and stuff. But like therapy might look like 12-step programs. Therapy might look like going to therapy. Therapy might look like exercise. It might look like challenging all the things about yourself that keep you isolated. It's all the things that you resist in your life that you know you need to go into. Because if you resist, it persists, as they say.
There you go.
So
That's what they say. All right, so let's get back to this character pre-roll.
I don't think there was enough recognition for this the Randy.
Oh, look at that, Randy.
We got
Put it on
Randy.
here, but you probably already saw it getting drawn. There it is.
Yeah.
Randy.
get Chris the Whiskey Wizard.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so I think let's give him a sugar booger. I think that's a good one to give him. Sugar booger.
Yes.
And
I
then
mean, it's fun to say.
yeah, let's think about, and we got equipment. You know, this is a new one that we came up, which is kind of like an energy drink. Taylor Dow, who's our in-house graphic designer, he's also worked on a lot of games. He's drawing an item called the Never Ending Demon Juice, which is an item that wasn't in our original rules, but we're adding it because we wanted more drinking items. So this Never Ending Demon Juice is going to be his equipment. I'm going to write that on there. Never Ending
More demon juice, please.
Demon Juice.
Inspired by Four Loko.
You
Kind
know,
of like Four Loko. Yeah. And let's see what else. So he's made a whiskey. He's got an energy drink as equipment. He's got a cocaine as his one item. Why don't we give him a chain smoker's pipe on here? This chain smoker's pipe design was drawn by Maddie Brewer, right there. And look at that, beautiful. Look at what's happening here. Is that an eyeball coming out of there? Maybe. Who can know what's happening? I think it's an eyeball.
It's an eyeball.
Looks kind of like an eyeball. All right, I'm gonna put chain smoker's pipe. All right, and you can maybe read this. I'm doing my best at writing. So, to recap, this whiskey wizard here, character name's Chris. Starting equipment, never-ending demon juice. First item, sugar booger. Second item, chain smoker's pipe. And his character story is an alchemist addicted to chaos created Chris. Chris only manifests after a heinous party foul. We got our first pre-roll on here, guys. This is a pre-roll. It's done. We got one down, one pre-roll down. So now, let's go on to our second whiskey wizard here. Now, this whiskey wizard is, this one is drawn by the Wizard of Barge. And we can start all over. Now, somebody from the chat, Erica, you had some whiskey wizard backstory ideas from the chat. I feel like we should take one of those.
We did.
Yes.
So the whiskey wizard was cursed by a party foul and now can only be released from his bottle.
I think we got the party foul.
we got that.
It was the one before that.
Somebody also said, what if it was a literal party foul, like a giant chicken that could be a monster?
You spelled foul differently, but we could make that.
I almost felt like a chicken.
Yeah. We could like.
Oh, okay. A wizard drowning his sorrows because he's alone and inadvertently creates a friend in a bottle.
Oh, that's sad. It ended up pretty good.
It's
kind of
in a bottle, right? But somehow it's like a monkey paw situation where every time he tries to get his friend to help him, something goes wrong.
Yeah. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna George, are you saving this stuff? Say what you said it was.
Oh yeah. Okay. From Archie Craig, a wizard drowning his sorrows because he's alone and inadvertently creates a friend in a bottle.
All right. Is there a way to save that chat?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like put ... And
I'm typing it.
And then Ryan's typing it. There we go. All right. So now,
And what's his name?
well, this is the thing.
What's the name of the wizard?
Oh,
Well, Archie Craig is that guy's is the person on the chat.
Yeah.
I think maybe I think we might make a decision on this. What do you guys think? Maybe if you chime in on the chat with like an idea, we'll give you a little credit on this sheet. Why not? Right?
Mhm.
We make the rules.
Yeah.
We control how this works.
Totally.
Right?
What
What do
if
you guys
there's
think?
is there a
Good?
rule
Good?
Make the
combine
rule.
party foul note with the really sad backstory? Like, what if the party foul's the sad little guy? I don't know. There's so much good stuff happening.
There
I'm very
is.
excited.
There's too much. We can't even use it all. How are you going to use all this?
I don't know.
All right.
So when a whiskey wizard does some booger sugar, do they get really sober? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, they get really excited. They want to tell you about all the companies they want to start. They start getting into their entrepreneurial mode. They're like, you live in the Bay Area, right? The guys come up to you and it's like, all right, check it out. We should get together. We should make this app, right? It's gonna be a great app, man. You and me, dude. You and me. We're gonna make this app. It's gonna be fucking bananas, right? We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it. It's gonna be great. I know a guy. He can code. He's a good friend.
But like, instead of like people deliver food, like somebody shows up and like chews your food for you and like puts it in your mouth and it like puts it in your mouth. And you're like, dude, it's like,
Yeah, it's gonna be called Chew, but it'd be like CHU, right? It'll just be like CHU instead of because
exactly.
Yeah.
Angel dust and that's
They're probably already working on
Yeah.
it, bro.
Anyway, let's refer to the chat again, right? Okay, we're gonna do this.
Okay.
YouTube chat. Let's think about names for this.
Archie suggested a name.
Oh, Archie. Archie's big on this one.
Yeah, Archie.
All right. What's the name that
Well, there are
Archie
two.
suggested?
There's one that is kind of related to the party fowl, as in like the bird.
Yeah.
So we can. There's McShitten the party fowl.
McShitten.
McShitten.
Thanks to
and then
Doran.
Archie suggested Bramble the Solitary.
Bramble the Solitary. That's really sad. I think sad works. Bramble.
Bramble Swiggins.
Yeah.
How about that?
Wiggins, as in drinking.
I'm trying to get the word swig in there.
One thing I thought of is that Skinner and Heather probably don't have the stream open, so they don't see the down, so they haven't really seen this.
You know,
Oh yeah, look at this.
I do have
Can you see this guy? That's somebody Wizard of Bards. You know that guy?
Yeah, he's
Dakota.
You want me to, is this on, you want me to look at the YouTube chat or what chat?
You
know, yeah, look at it.
I've got the matrix set up over here in my little corner of the world. I've got a screen. I'm looking at all of you. It's a little loud, but it's fun to kind of see what's going on. Yeah, oh, that little guy. Look at that.
All right, so then we did.
I don't know where to look at the.
So let's think of like for a sad, solitary guy, right? What's a kind of starting item for a solitary guy? Let me think. Maybe we'll give him the cute shield.
A 9 Inch Nails trench coat.
We'll give him the cute shield. The cute shield is a shield drawn by Sean Glaze. And you can see it's very detailed, but if you look closely, look at how cute it is in the middle. Chubby little cheeks, big old glistening wide set eyes, a tiny little mouth. So cute. It protects you. I feel like a solitary, you know, in D&D, a wizard's not allowed to use a shield. But in our game, wizard can totally use a shield. There's no rules. I'm gonna give him a cute shield. That feels like a good item for him to start with. Cute shield. There we go. All right. So let's see. So for some of the items, why don't we have over here items?
Is that a bottle opener thing or something?
Oh, here's something. Look, this is one that our very own on the stream, Heather Mahler designed. It is the baggie of holding. There you go. There's the baggie of holding. I feel like maybe we'll give this guy a baggie of holding. He might have little things he wants to hold. That gives you +3 additional actions after use. So you can do a bunch of stuff, but it is a one-time use item. So you use this baggie of holding, you get 3 additional actions. What are you going to do with those actions? Who knows?
It's a lot of companies you can pitch.
It's a lot. Yeah. Shoe, you can spell. You can pitch it with 3 different spells.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna do baggie of holding right here. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do too for the Instagram folks. Look, here's the baggie of holding, designed by Heather right there. Look at that. It's a baggie of holding. Putting it there, and then here's for some of the previous ones. Look at this. Here was the cute shield. Look at how cute that shield is. So cute. It's so cute. Look at that. Almost done. We gotta come up with one more item. Let me see.
Is that item equipment? We did have one item, one equipment.
We do 1 equipment, 2 items, right?
Okay.
Because the items are single use. So we'll do. You know, why don't we try? He's got the baggie of holding, right? That might pair well with the crystal bomb, right? It might go together. So the crystal bomb. I'm gonna put on there crystal bomb. And,
Oh, did I think I drew one of them.
did you draw a crystal bong? I don't know if we got around to printing that out. Sorry. we did our best in preparing some things for this. Yeah. But crystal bomb is good.
Wow.
Oh, we got it. Oh, look, she's showing us. Wow, you have the capability. All right, I'm gonna show this. Look, Heather's showing us the crystal bomb. I don't even know. It might be too hard to see on Instagram. But there you go, the crystal bomb. Look at it. And the crystal bomb, what that does is
Looking at you.
it stops any single attack, but then it is destroyed. Right, because it's a single use. I think we got
That's fair.
Bramble the Solitary is pre-rolled.
What about something cool like where it's like, you know how people have those lighter holders? Like
Oh,
a crazy, like a
Yeah.
first lighter holder that has a little knife on the bottom of it or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Right?
For
This
the
thing,
future.
this BackerKit campaign is not over, and there are items that we could still add. So I think there's things that we could do. We can pitch out ideas. The stream can pitch. There's also some things. We're going to be going to GaryCon in March. And one of the things that we've decided we're going to do a card that is a GaryCon exclusive. We haven't decided what that GaryCon exclusive is going to be. So maybe that could be it. Who can know? Who can know?
I won't with you.
All right.
I'm going with you.
Yeah.
So here's one. Like this is an interesting one. So we
Should be
can.
the handprint on the door, man.
Should be
Oh yeah, yeah. So check it out. So one of the let me find the Tequiladin, right? So we can show this is the character class.
It doesn't
card.
feel like that's in focus.
Is that not in
I
focus?
don't know, maybe.
Oh man.
No, it's not in focus. I'm just saying right now,
Ian
for
did
whatever
that.
reason,
Cool.
for whatever reason,
If you hold it up, it is like further to the closer to the camera.
Is it
it's just because it's little.
Yeah, that's.
All right.
Yeah, there it goes. It's just a shitty webcam.
So Ian Jones
You get what
Porty
you pay
did
for.
this Tequiladin. That's his drawing right there. You can see him, creator of OKKO and worker on many cool shows. It's his drawing for the character.
Now it's
class.
better.
It's better.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, it's better.
So now, if you want to do a pre-vault, right? It's interesting because check it out. We've got a Tequiladin pre-roll character. This one is designed by the Wizard of Barge, right? You can find a lot of his cool items of clothing on Instagram and other places. Got a lot of goblins. He's got a really cool goblin mask. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's like one of those ski masks. It's a ski mask. It's green with goblin ears on it. I think he makes a pink one too. It's really cool. But one of the other artists who did a Tequiladin pre-roll character, Ben Edlund, creator of the Tick, also the frontman of the band Ghost Tiger, who the spirit Ghost Tiger inhabits Ben Edlund's body as the frontman. He was like, hey, for my Tequiladin, can I do a Mezcaladin? Because I think it's a better pun. The Mezcaladin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he did a Mezcaladin for his right there.
This paladin, dude, that
Yeah.
rules.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So you can see here, I'll show it to these guys. Here's the Tequiladin for those of you guys on the IG. And here's the Mezcaladin. Oh, I see you there, Kato. What's going on, bro? And here we go. Look at this. So which one should we do first? Should we do the Mezcaladin or the Tequiladin? What do you think? Random, should we roll for it?
Let's roll for it.
All right, let's get, since we're
There's
doing
them
that,
right there.
since this is the D12 system.
Perhaps we can have a 50 pack of some kind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, so check it out. We're going to roll
Look,
here.
I'm just literally here just throwing out dumb ideas. So,
We're gonna do it. So check it out. Let's see, 1 to 6, Mezcaladin, 7 to 12, Tequiladin. All right, here we go. That's a 9. That's Tequiladin. Okay, is that on camera?
Yeah, it's on camera. It's very small, but it's on camera. We can see it.
Evidence.
Yeah.
I saw that.
No cheating here.
Yeah. All right.
Although
So we'll do Tequiladin first. Although we're very big, I gotta say, in this game on Rule 0. You guys know Rule 0? Rule 0 in the like history of RPGs. Rule 0 is if there's any rule that doesn't work for you or any rule you want to make up, that's the new rule. At your table, make up any rule you want, throw out any rule you want. And that goes for this game and any game, I think. Right? Rule 0. So
I like that.
yeah, Rule
Yeah,
0.
that's the way you gotta do it.
It's a
Still
good
having
rule.
fun.
I always love Rule 0. All right. So Tequiladin. Let's think about this. All right. So let's go to the chat again. Have you guys thought about a Tequiladin at all? What is there anybody chiming in on the YouTube chat about a Tequiladin?
People are chiming in nothing about Tequiladin yet,
Yeah.
but just a couple of items that people
Oh,
are suggesting that sound cool.
Yeah.
Oren Scott
Mhm.
brings up a dab nail of glory, which I like that.
Oh man, we gotta just like record these.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we have a list of already existing items
Yeah,
and
yeah.
equipment. that we choose
Expansion,
from.
you know?
It'll be for the expansion
We'll think about
kits,
the
man.
expansion.
That's what we'll do.
There's also someone suggested the Doobie of Dubious spell casting.
All right. These are all getting recorded.
Oh, okay. We have a name. Okay, let's see. Marvin the Agavenger.
Oh, I like
That's
that.
cute.
Marvin the Agavenger, that's a pun. All right. Marvin.
Thank you, Odysseus.
That's a pun. Bare minimum key.
I tried to fit it on there.
Who named it?
It'll be
Cranberry Spring.
Cranberry Spring. Oh, that's where we can see the chat. I just realized we can see the YouTube chat up there.
Cranberry Spring. Would you like your real name or
Sorry,
Cranberry Spring?
Sorry, Instagram live chat. I'm not responding to you guys.
Join
Skinner,
the
you got a puppet? Did you just have a puppet?
It's a little witch thing that I made.
Oh, look, he's got a witch thing. All right, I'm
It's
gonna
a
show
witch
that.
in a cup.
Is that a witch in a cup? Look at that.
Yeah.
Hey, Skinner, you got anything you want to plug while we're on here?
Just not really. I mean, just be patient with me while I finish my horror film, Shrine of Abominations.
There you go.
It's almost done. Oh
Where do
yeah,
you
Realm Runners, our game is almost done too.
Yeah, man, Realm Runners and Jason Fury has been helping us out with our game. The guy who helped you with your game, he's helping with our game. You guys hooked this up,
Superpower.
and there you go. And his brother did designs for this game. It's crazy.
That's
Small
cool.
world, man. It's bananas. Right on. Heather, you got anything you want to plug?
Oh, me or Heather?
Well, either one, but I think you just did. If you, well, what's your
Yeah, I
website?
did.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what to plug besides, I exist and I make art if you like it. What's up?
Heather exists. That's what she wants to plug her
Love.
existence. Yeah.
I'm around.
All right, so let's see. A guy named Marvin, the Agavenger, right? He's got to have some reason to get Agavenge, right? So what is he Agavenging?
Yeah.
I feel like he looks like he's got he's got one on his knee, he's got 3 on his belt, he's got one he's like pouring on his face there. He's got a lot of Agavengeance, to be used. Oh, and here's a unique trait of a Tequiladin. We'll just go on and says the Tequiladin has to take a shot every time you cuss or take one of the gods' names in vain. Now this is something when we were doing one of the play tests, Travis Willingham, who you might know from Critical Role, kept calling me out because I was playing Tequiladin, and he was like, "You cussed! You gotta drink!" So it's a good thing to like pay attention to the other players' unique traits. They might not be paying attention to them themselves. So, be a rules lawyer on those unique traits.
Every game loves a
It'll
rule
get your
book.
it'll get you drunk in this game. Travis was definitely rules lawyering me, but in a fun way, because he was like, you cussed, right? And I did cuss a lot, as I do sometimes.
I think the origin of that was holiness and Holy Spirits.
Yeah,
You
holy
know.
spirits. You get it? Holy spirits.
Puns.
Yeah, spirits is like booze. All right, so let's see getting his Agavengeance on. Let's go to the chat.
His brother stole his tequila,
Yeah.
and then I think that we could just, for the sake of the game, we'll imagine his brother's name is Cuervo the Tipsy. which
Okay,
was
Cuervo
another-
the Tipsy.
So Cuervo the Tipsy stole tequila from him.
Jared, I see you there.
secret shot class.
See you there,
There's
Jared.
a secret shot class involved.
All right.
Expansion
So
item.
here's the way we're gonna do it. Refer to chat. So he wants to get.
Now he's out for Agavent.
He's out for Agavengeance upon his brother Cuervo the Tipsy for stealing his shot glass. Yeah. And once he gets that, yeah, I like that. Here we go.
Cuervo!
I got it.
You got it?
Cuervo!
He got it. Nice. All right.
We're
doing it.
corrections.
Take Instagram with me to
Full on moment.
Oh yeah, there you go. Ben's gonna get another drink with Instagram. While we continue on YouTube. All right. So he's gonna get his vengeance. All right. So let's see what we're gonna do with this now. So a guy who wants Agavengeance. All right. Let's think about what equipment he might start with. Right. I feel
Well,
like
if he's a tequila guy, is there like a knife that would be for cutting limes, and then there's like got to be like a joke there somewhere with like a lime paper cut knife, painful.
We do have.
You cut somebody and then you squirt limes into the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
And then as you do it, you go, and then you go, chaser.
Well, you know what? This is a good point. For these pre-gens, I feel like we can add a little English to the equipment. Like,
Sure.
we don't have to go with what's on
No.
the stats.
We can do whatever we want.
So maybe we do go with some kind of blade that squirts lime juice somehow.
Sure.
We'll come up with those stats
Sure.
later. So I'm gonna put
Sure.
like lime juice
You
squirt
could-
blade.
Whatever.
Yeah, lime juice squirting blade, of course.
Yeah,
Blade,
lime juice
squirt,
squirting
Chris,
blade.
I have inspiration. I'm gonna
Of
try to see
course.
real quick because.
Did you roll inspiration? Are you granting inspiration?
To buy the lime juice in a bottle to squirt.
Yeah.
What if that's like the handle of the knife?
There you go. Looks like one of those little
Boom.
quickie juice exploders. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know about it.
Okay.
I like it. I like it. All right. We just like unlocked a new concept.
Yeah.
This is why you
Oh.
do these. Right?
Doran says homie should definitely enchant his weapon with tahini.
Oh, fuck yeah. You know, my son loves tahini. He loves putting it on everything. You know, he likes those little miniature bottles. He keeps them
Oh,
in
they're
his
so
pocket.
tiny. They're so
Yeah.
cute.
And he shakes them out, shakes them on everything. He loves it.
Yeah.
You go with the
He
cute
started
shield.
with the fruit. You know, you buy the fruit from the guy on the street, you
And,
know, and you shake it on that.
and he just
Yeah.
got he went from
Yeah.
there. Shout out Conan.
Yeah.
Tahini and mango is so fire. Thank you, Doran,
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
Right on. Good idea. All right, so let's think about some items. All right. So I'm thinking, like,
Oh.
what'll be good for this?
Tahini. Tahini.
You know, if he's going for I got vengeance, right? A thing that he might want to go for is a blackout bomb. It's a real brutal weapon. You gotta finish your drink. It'll get you drunk real quick. You finish your drink, and all living enemies perish. It just knocks them all out, just kills them. You're just like straight up dead. And this blackout bomb illustration is done by the Reverend Dave Johnson. He's a very famous comic book artist. And he's done so many 100 Bullets, Invincible. He did that Superman, the one that's like the Russian Superman. What's that called?
Red Sun.
Red Sun.
Red
Did
Sun.
that. Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy get.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, our very own, the Reverend Dave Johnson drew this blackout bomb. So there you go. Look at that. So we're going to put a blackout bomb on as one of his single-use items. Blackout bomb for Marvin. You got the Avenger. And then let's see, what's another vengeance style item? Oh, you know what I like? This is our very own Antonio Canobio just drew this. It's not printed out yet, but he showed me the drawing yesterday. We're gonna go with a stick.
A stick.
That's what he's gonna have, a stick. And
I
a
love
stick
the stick.
is just a stick, and that gives you +5 damage for one hit. How'd it go in the green room over there?
It was fun. I was talking to Phil Rendon.
Oh, Phil's on there. What's going on, Phil?
I talked to DPUs for a minute.
I'm gonna
Look at all these
I'm
guys.
gonna people are gonna see the hangouts because I'm just gonna squeech a little squanch.
Yeah.
So that is a thing that's gonna look weird, but I'm gonna
I
do
think
it
we got another character.
because I wanna
Reroll.
I
Alright.
wanna squeech a little squanch. So
Alright.
squanched.
Phil said, "Hey,
Thank you.
What's up, Phil? What's going on, man? See, I'm not paying attention. Again, what am I doing? I got too many chances to get
So many
yeah. Phil, how are you? I don't know if you can respond to me. I
Double
think you
live.
can. You could probably type. Yes, he said, yo.
yo,
Look at that.
yeah,
Yeah. Like that. I use that a lot. All right. Now we got this Mezcaladin, which is a subclass of the Tequiladin. This was created by Ben Edlund, creator of the Tick. Was also the showrunner on that show Supernatural for 13 seasons or some ungodly amount of seasons that thing had. And he's another cartoon friend of mine. And let's see.
Mezcal.
What are we gonna do?
Smoky.
There's a little worm. It is kind of smoky.
It's leathery. I'm
Yeah,
always
it is.
enjoying the leathery taste of a mezcal.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something there.
It's true.
It sounds like a very masculine, manly
It is extremely
It is-
manly.
It's so manly because it's like smoky
Smells like-
whiskey and
Smells like
tequila mixed
blood.
together. Those are two things that
Mixed to it.
I guess are manly. I
Yes.
don't know.
I don't know.
It's like a little aftershavey.
Yeah.
It's like drinking aftershave. Oh, so let's see. His special skill of a mescaladin, I think is the same special skill as a tequiladin.
But it could
Can
alter.
can give liquid courage. Allies do 1d12, do a plus 1d12 damage. So you can decide to give your allies liquid courage, which gives them a plus
Mescaladins are
1d12 damage.
inspiring.
They are inspiring. They've got the holy spirits.
Yeah.
You know how it goes. Look, he's got a little worm there. Look, I'll show this to these guys. He's got a little glowworm in there. You see that? There, look at that. You can check it out. Look at what's happening over there. What's going on? Oh, Jason Charles Miller. Oh, are you playing DD&D? We're rolling our pre-rolls there, Jason Charles Miller. He has actually played in the playtesting. Jason Charles Miller, he is an excellent musician. He's worked on many shows, including the Critical Role stuff that we do. And just an all-around great RPG playing guy. Hell yeah, that's what he says right there. All right, so let's think about this guy, Smokey. He's got a glowing worm. Looks very magical. He's got a shot glass. He looks pretty, he's pretty regal. He's standing on the edge of a cliff. He seems to be declaring something. He's got some kind of like backdrop there. That's like, it's almost like he's got it's part of the stone thing going on there, right? Is he coming out of a cave?
Looks like it.
Yeah, I think he's coming out of a cave to the edge of a cliff. He's holding up his mezcal with a glowing worm. He has the shot glass. He's about to drink it. I feel like this guy's like pretty. He's not out for agavenge.
No.
Agavenge.
No, his is a whole. He's on.
He's a holy guy. Oh, look at that. Heather grew like the lime squirting handle there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there some kind of worm? Some kind of worm in the mezcal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wonder if because we talked about like custom
Sorry.
items, right?
Mhm.
I wonder if his worm, maybe we give him like a one-time use worm power, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
we got from the chat the worm of wisdom.
All right.
Ooh, a worm of.
I'm gonna write worm of wisdom. on
That's good.
one of them.
It's like a
I'm not-
familiar of some kind.
Yeah, worm of wisdom.
I love a TBD value.
I know how to spell kind of worm of wisdom. So I'm not sure what that does, but we'll figure it out
Wisdom to
before
me.
we ship it.
Maybe wisdom.
Yeah.
You see the future. It gives you a chance to undo an action someone else has done.
Yeah.
Could it be even something as simple as like have more than one role because you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this guy instead of that or something? Like
Could be. We can decide. That's what's great about this. And you know what else? We don't have to decide. Right?
No, we don't.
And we can move on to another thing. So starting equipment, I'm thinking maybe this guy, because he's all about, some of them we've tried to, mix it up, give him all different kinds. This guy seems to be all about booze. I'm going to give him a flask of inebriation as his starting item. Inebriation. That's good enough.
Yeah.
We know what it means. All right. And then let's think, maybe since we gave him a custom item, we'll go off one of the other items, which could be a good thing for him to have. All right. All right. This guy looks powerful. This guy looks like a guy who could wield one of the most like holy, magical, powerful items ever in existence. I think we're gonna give him the Sandal of Gygax. Should have brought the Sandal of Gygax to the stream. I didn't even bring it. What was I thinking? I should have brought the Sandal of Gygax to the stream. I'm an
I
idiot.
get it, but it's locked away.
It is
through,
locked
like,
away.
Multiple.
It's in a
it makes
chest.
it more
doors.
mysterious though
Yeah.
that it's locked away.
Sandal of Gygax. Yeah. I was like, I'll take out a picture on my phone and show it, but my phone's there. I can't show the picture of my phone to my phone. It just doesn't work that
A sandal of Gygax is forever.
It is forever. All right. So, all right. We talked about what this guy has. Did we talk about his name yet? I don't think we talked about this holy guy's name. So the last guy was out for vengeance.
His mustache
This guy
is so
seems to be
good.
pure of heart, right? He's a
So,
pure of heart guy.
So Oh god, Popnil is I think this person's name. They suggest Felice the Fermented.
Oh, Felice the Fermented. I like that.
That's the one.
All right, that's his name. Felice. I'm gonna just guess it this way. The Fermented. Man, Ryan, you're gonna have a tough time reading my handwriting.
Good thing I can't spell.
Yeah. Right on. All right, so Felice the Fermented. He's really regal and holy looking. He's got this flask of inebriation. He's got the worm of wisdom. He's got the sandal of Gygax. This is a holy motherfucker, I think. Like, so what's his backstory? I don't think he's not about Akka vengeance. He's about like maybe like, you know, showing people the way of the worm. Yeah. He's like
Way of the word.
he's like
Spreading the gospel.
the word of the worm.
Word of the word.
Spreading the word of the worm.
You walk without rhythm. You
Of the
without
worm
The word of the
Yes.
worm. That sounds cool.
is his
Have you
mission
ever heard the word of the worm?
in
Worm
life.
Word of the worm.
Hello, do you have a minute to talk about the word of the worm?
Yeah, anyone
Exactly.
who he comes
Have you heard the good news? The worm.
uh,
Oh no!
gets
Give the worm a little black.
an earful
Oh no.
Yeah.
of his
You're having like flashbacks from Utah. So.
message.
Yeah. I've been there for most of my life. I get flashbacks.
Have you heard? All right, Heather. Heather, what's the phrasing of that kind of stuff when they come from?
A worm missionary?
Yeah. So, all right, here's what I have so far. Spreading the word of the worm is his mission in life. Anyone who he comes across gets an earful of his message. Have you heard? And then what is it that he says? Have you heard? After that.
So instead of saying, have you heard the good word, you could say, have you heard the good worm?
There you go. We got it. Have you heard the
Yeah,
good
that was tight.
worm? Nice. I like it.
I'm
Have
gonna
you heard
zoom
the
in on
good
this.
worm? There you go.
You know what, after that.
Have you heard the good worm? Have you heard the good worm? Yeah, there you go. Right.
And then there's got to, well, and part of me is like, are there two worms in there then? And they always travel to.
They travel in pairs. There you go. All right. So we're gonna go with. All right. Let's see if I can find here. Beerbarian. We're gonna find. Right.
Hint of wine.
I know.
And then just-
Yeah. No, I think that's yeah.
So the next character class we're gonna explore. This is the main character class card that comes in the basic set. Here you go. I'm gonna show it to you guys too. The Beerbarian. This is a Beerbarian, and this particular Beerbarian was designed by Jenny Goldberg, amazing artist. She was the art director of the last Invader Zim movie, Enter the Florpals, as well as many other projects. And a fun fact: daughter of Eric Goldberg, incredibly talented Disney animator. You might know him as the key animator of the character of the genie in Aladdin. Is her father.
Whoa.
And that apple did not fall far from that tree. She is incredible.
Happened.
Jenny Goldberg did the design for the Beerbarian. So we're gonna go with, let's see what's gonna happen with this Beerbarian. You know, we have a Barbarian and a Beerbarian.
And a
Because we want,
Beerbarian.
and a Bourbon Barian.
And a Blazeberry.
And a Blazeberry. We got a lot of Barian.
I
Or beer.
already know that's probably one of the ones I'm gonna play first because
Yeah.
we backed it too, and I'm excited to come play it. But
Nice.
I just love that drawing.
Wolf
How-
Hard. Jenny is cool.
Oh, it looks like one of the most fun. Like,
Yeah.
She streams on Twitch too,
Yeah.
under the name Cunchy.
Yeah. That's her art name is Punch, right?
Yeah, Cunch.
That's what she goes by. If you're going for in the world of animation production, she's known by Jenny Goldberg. In the world of art, she's known by
Cunch.
Yeah. Right on. All right. So this Beerbarian, for our pre-gens is designed by Phil Barassa. You might know him as the lead character designer of the Critical Role's The Legend of Vox Machina, and also probably every single Warner Brothers superhero cartoon that you've watched in a decade between 2005 and 2015 or so. He's an incredible designer, incredible draftsman, and he really showed you what a Beerbarian could look like. With it, although I gotta say, a lot of people who did Beerbarians did similar things where he's got a keg as a big old hammer, and he's got like a tankard. Yeah, Stein, a tankard.
This is like the top of a beer can. Here.
It is.
The tab.
It's got the tab right there. Look at that. Here, I'm gonna show you guys on Instagram. Look at that. The tab. Oh, you know what? Before we go, I think it's time to stop for a plug, just in case you don't know. Is this in frame?
Yes, but the camera's in front of it. Scooch over a little more
Alright.
towards kind of.
We're plugging here. Drunkard. All right, we're trying. Drunkards, Druggies.
There you go. Perfect.
And it is a crowdfunding campaign for a tabletop role-playing drinking game. It's a fantasy role drinking game.
First of its kind.
Titmouse's first fantasy role drinking game. Maybe the first of its kind. Who can know? This is a list of all the artists on the bottom. We've been trying to talk about them. I don't know if you're getting that. Can you see it? Who knows?
Go to the website and you'll see them
You'll
all.
see them all. I'm gonna show you Instagram too. Oh,
That's okay. That's okay.
Here's Instagram. You can kind of see that a little bit. Look at what's happening. Whoa! Look at this. If you look at it real good, you can take a picture of that. You can't even do it. Can you take a screen grab of that? Who knows what's happening? Instagram. All right. Anyway, that's my version of a plug. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Beerbarian. Here he is. Look at him. He's missing a tooth. He's like got a crazy looking mustache. He's got some kind of is that scale mail or is that some kind of plant on his shoulder? He's got something.
That shoulder.
Yeah.
It's
or something,
cone,
right?
man.
Hops. Man,
There's a theme here, y'all.
man. No, you really thought about this. You really thought about this. Man, I can't even believe it. Okay, so check it out. We're gonna think about this guy. What's he? He's got two drinking horns. They're like not horn. Normally you have your horns going up on the side of your helmet. He's got them going down so you can pour the beer into them because he's a beer.
I mean, that's beautiful.
Yeah, he's got hops on his shoulder. He's got a can
Your
top
chap's
with a tab on it on there.
Your chap's been going crazy.
Very, very, very thoughtful with Phil Barassa's design here. All right, now some things that you could think. His special skill of a Beerbarian is he's got the stink whistle. If he blows that whistle, the monsters attack only him. Right, and his unique trait is you got to drink half a beer every time you're hit for 12 or more damage points. So you got to think about this. If you're playing a Beerbarian, you're probably drinking beer. You probably don't want to be drinking spirits or smoking weed or another thing. But you don't have to. You could do it. Again, roll 0. That's how we roll. That's how we do it. All right, so let's think about this. Should we go for name?
There are a lot of
There's a ton of names. The chat has been going off.
All right, let's think about it. George, here, I'm gonna put the Instagram on you.
Okay.
What's the name that you're thinking is the front runner right now?
My front runner is Ale Bernhardt.
Ale
Pretty good.
Dale Bernhardt Jr.
The third
Ale
Bernhardt
to be a junior.
And there's also Steingar the Hazy. I really like that.
There's Porter the Dark.
There's also
Yeah.
Stout Keglosis.
All right, there's a lot of
It's
beer
got
classes.
something
That wasn't mine, but I saw Steingar the Hazy. Up
Yeah.
Steingar the Hazy.
Steingar the Hazy. People like Chug, just the name.
Beast.
We have 2 beer berries.
Yeah, we got 2 Beerbarians, and we also have 2 Barbarians. So what was it? Ale Beerhart Jr.
Ale Bernhardt the Third.
Ale Bernard.
Is that the third?
My dad would like that one.
Thank you.
This one's for you, middle of the country.
Then okay. So what's his character story? He's going fast.
He's going back.
You know what? If
Lives
you
fast.
do drinks on your head like that, he probably doesn't have a lot of party fouls. Maybe he's got, would it be high dexterity, or he's really good bouncing? He probably never spills a drink or something.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be a way to write that in.
So let's
Yeah.
let's
You're
let's think
confident
about
enough
this.
to have your cups on your head.
Right. So you're right.
That's a baller move.
He's got a high dex. So what would he's got a signature helm. You think that might be a gambler's helm?
Sure.
All right.
I mean,
that's
he's
one
a
of the
risky.
equipment
He's a
we
risky
can have.
boy.
He's a risky boy. You know, he's going around that turn. He doesn't play it safe. You know, he's right up on that edge. You know. All right, he's gonna have a gambler's helm.
His daddy before
Yeah.
him.
Exactly.
Gambler's helm. And here's what we're gonna talk about. The gambler's helm is +5 to damage. Roll a 1d12, 1 to 6, no effect. 7 to 9 attack hits 2 enemies. 10 to 12 attack hits 3 enemies. It's a gamble. You don't know what's gonna happen with that gambler's helm. Not unlike his speedy moves that he does. He lives fast. All right, all I got on his character story is lives fast. Should that just be his whole character story?
Yeah.
Lives fast. All right, that would be his whole character story. Lives fast.
All caps, right?
Ale Bernhardt III.
Not enough time.
Yeah, all caps,
Okay.
italics, 3 exclamation points. I think
All
is
right.
the way
He
that we
learns
spell that.
by making a mistake head first.
Yeah.
Every lesson.
Yeah, he does. He's one of those guys.
Thirst for knowledge.
Yeah,
By making every mistake to learn from, he has a thirst for knowledge.
yeah.
So
He's
he goes
like, you know,
headlong into the horrible idea.
you guys have seen the classic Leroy Jenkins video. I think that's
Called
it.
living fast.
Yeah. What's that?
And that's what they call living fast.
Yes, that is what they call it. All right. So then, what do you think his equipment would be? This guy would be, well, maybe we'll give this guy also because he's, you know, if you're living fast, you're gambling. You might be a lucky bastard. We'll give him a lucky bastard sword because you need some luck if you're living
Nice.
fast like that.
Yeah.
Lucky bastard sword. All right, here we go. Lucky bastard sword, and then we got one more item to give him. We've got some things that we can think about here that might be good, but I wonder if he's a guy who we give a custom item to. Let's see. You think he might have some kind of vehicle or something like that? I'm not sure. Is it crazy to get
I mean,
a chariot?
Is
or
he
something?
responsible?
A steed.
A steed.
Yeah.
A swift.
He's got
steed.
spurs.
All right.
Some kind of spur.
Oh,
like, and he gets to
spurs.
ride an invisible horse when he
Oh,
puts his
yeah.
spurs on.
He's got
All right.
spurs.
And he's like, the horse says where I go because I'm nervous.
Yeah, and he doesn't know where the horse is going, but he's like, guess I gotta just get out of here, though.
All
Bring it
right.
back on the invisible horse and see where we go.
So he's got these spurs that spur on an invisible horse.
Oh,
The
yes,
steed.
the
The
meat
meat steed. All right.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Adam.
We're gonna give credit.
Adam Modiano.
Oh, Adam Modiano. He's playing Titmouse. He's been he's worked on many shows such as The Venture Brothers. Old Masters, Big Mouth. Adam Modiano. Well, I don't even know what show you're on now. Maybe he's on Big Mouth.
Adam
I don't
Modiano.
even know. Is he on?
Scooby-Doo.
Is he on Steed?
Modiano.
I'm not sure which one it is. But the Mead Steed is what we're going for. Thanks, Adam. Mead Steed. How do you spell Steed? Steed?
STEAD.
But is that how you really
but
spell
it's
it?
really
Yeah, I'm gonna spell
But I'm
it.
fine with Adam spelling.
All right.
Adam's still
Well-
on Big Mouth. Big Mouth, big fun.
All right, here we go. Another one down. All right, so we did that. Beerbarian. Here's another
I
Beerbarian.
need to play.
This Beerbarian is drawn by our very own Jody Schaefer, one of the creators of Megas XLR. He's currently on the show Bob's Burgers, and this is his version of a Beerbarian. Very muscular. He's got his tankard chained to his wrist. He's got a big old tap on that keg on his back, and he seems very happy. And the guy kind of looks like Jody a little bit. He drew a guy that kind of looks like himself.
Now, Jody told me that this character is also like can be kind of flamboyant. He was showing me some sketches of this.
Oh, Jody already did a backstory on this. Let's get Jody on the phone.
He told me a little bit like that. I mean, he's a sexy guy. Look at him. He's got some leather straps and stuff.
Yeah. For any of you guys who
We
watched that
just
first
really not
stream,
that and appreciate this macho guy. It's kind of where I want to respect what Jody said.
for any of you folks who didn't see the first live stream we did, Jody got so drunk that he passed out, but he saluted before he passed out.
It was
pretty good. He did a
beautiful.
salute, and it
I've never
fell
seen
right on his back.
anything more.
Oh, Will Carsola just texted me on the way. So he's going to show up. Look at that. We'll do something. Let's just see what happens. Look at that. But Jody, are you trying to get Jody? Let's see.
I don't know that I have his
Anybody
number.
get Jody's number?
I think
Maybe
You got
George has
Jody's number?
Jody's number. All right. Anyway, we're gonna go with Heather's description for now of what this character is.
I mean, all we
He's
need to know is
flamboyant.
He's like gonna have fun. He's like, well, hello there.
All right, he's flamboyant and manly, which is kind of like what Jody is.
I could
Both
get
of those things.
I could get it on
Yeah.
here table.
I think that, look at his his head of hair. If he turns to the side, it might do a Fabio thing. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Might do
If he
Jody.
turns to the side.
Yeah. There you
I
go.
don't know.
Or could you request to like have him join your live stream on Instagram?
Oh,
Not to ambush him, but
How do
only
you
to
do
ambush
that?
him.
How do you do that? You know how to do that? Here, Heather.
Let me try.
Here, see if you can figure out how to get him to join.
I
And then we'll put that up against this camera.
yeah.
And you'll see Jody on that.
Alright.
And we'll ask him
I
about
know.
his flamboyant character that's also manly, this
He-
Beerbarian.
I just.
Oh, perfect. I know we can do it. I think
I
we
was
can
just
do
so
it.
excited when he was showing me these sketches, and I just couldn't help.
He's
but
gonna be
kind
so
of
surprised when
But
he
He
sees
is
you
gonna be
instead
so
of me.
surprised.
Yeah.
Alright. He's invited for now. He's
All right.
invited for now.
Let's see what happens.
Alright, let's see if he joins later.
All right. Let's see what's gonna happen. Oh, you love MTV Downtown. Thank you for loving MTV Downtown. It's the 25th anniversary, and today we have launched how many? Six MTV Downtown shirts, which are on pre-order on titmousestuff.com. If you want to pre-order, I really feel like I'm on like one of those QVC shows, or maybe like a telethon right now. But yeah, you could do it. Oh, Dana Snyder! I can't wait to play this thing. Look at that. We got Dana Snyder chiming in. You know, Dan Snyder, probably
Oh,
best known
Dana,
as
I love
Master
Dana.
Shake. Yeah. He says he can't wait to play. Well, you'll be invited to play. We're going to do, Dana, if you're interested, we're going to do on November 8th, we're going to do a final night countdown stream, and you're invited to that to play and drink with us if you should like to. So anyway, yeah, I didn't know. Oh my God, thank you. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome, and you're looking for a DVD. Yeah, you really don't know how to find those anymore. They're very limited. If you could find it on eBay or something, or black market, maybe the stickers went out. You got a sticker, that's great. Very few stickers. George is the one who compiled all those and sent them out, by the way.
That's true.
This guy George, right here, you can thank him. I copied and pasted every message into a Google sheet, but George is the guy who actually sent them out.
Every stamp.
It's pretty cool. So anyway, while we're waiting for Jody to join, maybe we could just start to think about like his items and equipment, right here.
I mean, you gotta love the chain, like it's like in the movies where they have a briefcase strapped to your wrist, but it's his mug.
Yeah,
Or
it
his
is like it's like a briefcase strapped to your wrist. I'm gonna show it to the IG.
Yeah, like
Dude,
his
Look at
his
that.
stein is strapped to his wrist, and
Yeah.
it's I don't know. It
He
makes
can
me
never
laugh
put
a
it
little
down.
bit. Great.
This guy
He's got a snapper in his
He
hand.
A
crossfit.
mug,
Yeah, yeah.
an enchanted mug on a chain.
An enchanted mug on a chain, man. That's what's going on right around here. I don't know if you can still
Yeah.
see that, man, but or you
The
can see
mug
this.
is like
You can see one of them or both of them.
is-
All right, so let's see. He's gonna have, I think, here's a good. We're gonna give him as one of his items, reverse ale. Reverse ale.
Talk into this.
Oh, is this Jody? Jody's caught. I'm gonna put you kind of over here. All right, Jody. So we are now pre-rolling on the
Here,
live
I can hold
stream,
it up to
and you got me here. You got Heather. You got Skinner. You got Penn. You got a lot of people, and we are now rolling up, pre-rolling your Beerbarian. So,
Excellent.
do you have any thoughts about a backstory or a name? Heather seems to think that he's flamboyant yet strong.
He is, and also, and part of his
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
You're gonna have.
barbarian tribe that he comes from, he, as you can see, the chain, like his mug is actually made out of like solid iron or brass or something.
It's made out of solid iron or brass.
Or something.
Or something.
And the chain is attached to the bottom, you see.
Yes, I see.
He is forbidden to ever put it down.
He
That's
can-
why it's chained to the bottom.
He is forbidden to ever put it down. All right.
That's his, if you remember, like first edition barbarians had taboos that they couldn't do. That's his. He can't put his beard down.
His lot in life
Yes.
is
So that's
he is cursed
To never set down.
to never
he can never put his beard
sit
down. He always has to get it.
down.
He has to serve them a pint from the beer that he has on his back.
His iron landing of ale. What about his cask on his back?
Your will be crushed by the fury of my
Yeah.
His cask is just beer.
He has to share. He has to share from the cask on his back whenever.
He must share. If somebody else wants one, he has to share, and he himself cannot put his beer down.
If asked, he must share his beer.
Yeah, that's his cask on his back,
Interesting.
which carrying
Magical
lip seems to keep him
compulsion to
quite
share beer.
yoked.
Jody, you got any thoughts on the name for this guy?
You know goddamn well I have no thoughts.
All right, Beerbarian. Anybody got a thought on this Beerbarian here?
His
This
name
kid-
is in fact Beerbarian.
Oh, his name is just Beerbarian, but his first name is Beer and his last name is Barian.
He's
I
like,
think.
you're
He's
Beerbarian
like
with
maybe
my father.
Armenian. Is that sounds like that?
It
Beerbarian.
sounds like an Armenian name.
Yeah.
That is Armenian.
Barian. All right, we got it. Yeah.
He's Beerbarian.
What
There
if
you
he?
go.
What if his nickname is just Barry?
Oh,
Barry.
Berry.
Yeah,
Beerbarian.
Barry in like little
Quote.
quotes. Beer Barry Barbarian. All right, we got it. Thanks, Jody. Appreciate you calling in.
Awesome.
All right, we
All
did
right,
it. Look at
bye.
that. Successful. We're using every kind of technology, even the audio telephone. All right. So let's see what kind of things we're gonna give. Oh, I was gonna give him as one of his items, reverse ale. Pound of beer. Each sip taken does 1 damage to a targeted enemy. This guy's gonna be able to pound a lot of beers, I think.
Deadly.
Reverse ale.
Take some to pound
Get through
town.
that reverse ale. I was hanging out with my cousin who works as a construction worker in Pennsylvania, Michael Kiefer. Shout out to Michael Kiefer. He drank about like 18 beers like they were nothing. This guy works outside. He's got a giant beer belly. Respect.
That's right.
And he just drank 18 beers like they were water. I couldn't believe it. Like in one sitting.
Did he salute?
He didn't even salute. He didn't even think drunk. Yeah. I feel like Beerbarian. It kind of has like a liver to the strength of my cousin Mike.
Yeah. Definitely. Can I cast a spell of deep concern?
He doesn't care for your concern. He once told me a story about when he went into Philly and he was like, my actual full name is Christian. He calls me that because he's just like, Christian, I went to this bar in Philly and there was like these guys. I didn't get it. You couldn't even get like a real beer, like a Butter or Coors or something. They just had these weird beers, and everybody was dressed like they was from the 50s or something. Like you couldn't understand what was happening. And I think it was a hipster bar. Yeah, they were dressed like Fonzie. They were dressed like Fonzie.
Sock hop,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Last
I love him, Mike.
That's
If you're listening to this, Mike, I love you. This is an impression done with love. Anyway, starting equipment. Let's see. All right. What are we going to give him for equipment? I feel like this guy is not ironic. He's going to have something, he's going to go with another flask of inebriation, right? That feels like the right thing for him. Flask of inebriation. And do we want to give this guy a custom item?
We do have a suggestion.
Inebriation. All right, what's the suggestion for his custom item here?
Odysseus suggests the crystal stein of cacophony.
Crystal stein. What's that? Ask him what the powers are.
What does the crystal stein of cacophony do? Yes.
All right, can we see what's
That
happening
is a
here?
solid name.
Yeah.
I
The crystal stein. Oh, you can see, look here. Check it out. This is what we see. This is the chat of,
feel like-
of the YouTube over
I
here.
feel like you
So
burp
we're
into
gonna-
that stein and it
Yeah.
echoes so loud
Yeah.
that it has
Ooh, that's cool.
because it's
The
cacophony.
flask of inebriation.
So what's it called? Crystal stein.
Crystal stein.
Crystal stein.
I like that song. That was beautiful.
Thank
I'm just gonna do that, and then it's got
100%
burp into it, and something happens.
Feel like-
That sounds
All right.
Yeah,
I think this
just-
guy's done.
You-
We got another Beerbarian. Damn. Another one down.
I saw something earlier about like a belch so loud at first you were drinking.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
belts
use
so
that.
loud at first here. I like it.
The cacophony.
Nice. Belts so loud at first eardrums. All right. So we just did 2
Areas.
Beerbarians. Do we go with barbarians, or do we go to a different class? Because we got 2 different barbarians we could do here, or we could go. Oh, you know, why don't we do a beer bar? Because this is Penn's design.
That's good because I feel like I was
Let's go
seeing
to a beer
double.
bar.
Yeah.
All right. So this is your drawing of a
We're
beer
here.
bar here.
That's a plan.
Here, I'm going to show this. This is Penn's beer bar right here.
Oh.
Look at what's
Yeah.
happening here.
Good job, Ian.
He's got like a, what do you call that thing? The dangly punching bag in the back here.
Uvula.
Your uvula seems to be
Uvula.
alive. It seems to have its own face and maybe its own personality happening right there. The beer bard. So, Penn, do you have any thoughts about this beer bard?
Throw it to the chat.
All right, throwing it to the chat. All right.
And
Power.
I do
The chat
appreciate
has-
that Chris asked us all what that dangly thing in the back of the throat was, and we all together went, I use that.
Yeah. This-
everybody's been waiting their whole life to be asked like the name of that thing.
Yeah.
Like,
And the thing is, I generally know what it's called, but I blanked when I was going to describe it, and I couldn't think of the
I
name.
like what your description, and it got the point across. It's
Yeah,
good.
you know what it means.
egg.
So I think we
Wait,
need 2
What was the
names.
question? Sorry,
I think we
Chris.
probably need 2 names for this. We need 1 name for the beer bard himself and 1 name for his uvula. Oh, here's Will right here. Look at this. Carsola. There he is. He's we're doing 2 streams. We're doing a YouTube one and an Instagram one at the same time.
Green.
We got Will here. He's the creator of Mr. Pickles and did the design for Liquid Death and so many other cool things. Murder Man, come over here. You could be in the YouTube one too. Look at this.
You're in.
Yeah.
You're all in.
Yeah,
You're
look
in.
at what's happening right here.
I didn't miss it.
Yeah, look at this. Also, if you want, there's the green room. Got some drinks in there if you want to drink or something. We're doing that too. So yeah, we're just rolling right now this beer bar right here. We did show your whiskey wizard earlier on camera. Yeah. So now we're going for this particular beer bard. We're trying to come up with a name for this character and also a name for his uvula. So we're trying to think. So we're throwing it to the chat. Chat.
Grumple.
You,
Grumple the uvula.
what's
Bud
your
and wiser.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
Bud and Wiser?
Don't tell our lawyers that we're using Bud and Wiser.
We're gonna call it wiser. That we're gonna spell it like wiser, like you're wise.
Yeah.
Bud
Or what advisor?
and
What advisor?
Bud
wiser's the uvula.
and Wiser.
Wiser's
The
definitely.
uvula. All right, that's what I'm. That's something over right now. So then
So
we're gonna say, all right. So Bud and Wiser. Let's think about what's their backstory, right? Like how'd they get together? Well, I guess they're attached. Was Wiser always? Did he always have a sentient uvula, or did his uvula at some point get enchanted or come to life? Who can know? What's
Somebody
happening?
just put a
Oh.
spell in.
The uvula is named Giuseppe. Ah, we already went. But thank you. That's a good
This is a
suggestion.
good one.
Yeah.
The next uvula we
Yeah.
name will be Giuseppe.
Yeah. There you go. All right.
Having like the 2 names makes me think of Stelter and Waldorf from Muppets, but that's all I would say about that.
Love those guys. They simultaneously love and hate the Muppet Show. Those guys. They're very critical of it, but they show up every single night. So they can't hate it that much.
Yeah, they loved it.
They're just like they're trolls. That's what those guys are. They're early trolls.
The original.
All right. So anyway, what does it say? This is a good thing that you should know about. You have your uvulus muscle, which connects to the upper dorsimus. It's good.
I think that
it's
might
good
be
fact. Yeah.
an Anchorman.
Yeah. Oh, that's an Anchorman reference.
Yeah.
Nice. Look at that. All right. All right. Wiser could be a cordyceps parasite trying to control Bud's brain. Ooh.
Yeah,
I like that. What do you think about that? All right. So Bud is a parasite. It's a we'll get the specific terminology off here. Cordyceps. Cordyceps
Gotta
parasite.
keep his parasite
Yeah.
drunk so
What
he
do you
can
think?
consume his entire mind.
Yeah. Trying
Yeah,
to
hell yeah,
control
mushrooms.
his brain.
Yeah, it's mushroom stuff.
That's
Mhm.
mushrooms is a big one.
Yeah.
Brain.
Mushrooms.
Like a parasect.
But the parasite is mushroom, but he's got to keep him drunk, right? Or else his brain is going to take over.
It's done.
So yeah, has to keep him drunk. Has to keep. So wiser is then
Actually.
the bard. Wiser drunk
Yeah.
in order to maintain control.
Archie's
Mhm.
lighting up the backstories.
No, totally.
Maintain control. All right, that's what's gonna happen. Did you guys get a good look at this? There you go, Bud and Wiser. He's keep control, keeps him drunk. This is uvula. This is uvula. All right, let's think about what he is. Now, I think there's an item. There is some equipment and items that feel like they might be particularly well suited for a bard. I feel like we'll give him as his equipment a gnarly loot. The gnarly loot does +4 spell damage. Player must always sing while carrying and take damage if caught otherwise. You gotta be singing all the time or you take damage. Oh, but we're not doing damage anymore. You drink otherwise, or you gotta drink. You gotta drink. We're always
All right.
changing the way this game works. The
You're,
gnarly loot
Of insanity.
of
Yeah,
insanity.
The harmonica. Yeah, harmonica of insanity.
All right,
Got one of
we're
those?
gonna give him a harmonica of insanity for one of his single-use items. So
Yeah.
what is the harmonica of insanity do? You got it sorted out?
Anytime the party sucks
Yeah.
really bad, you bust out the harmonica and fucking do one sweet long note, and then the whole party explodes into it's crazy again.
That's a real mechanic and a half right there. All right, you got that right?
I got it verbatim.
All right. And we're just gonna put it right there, exactly as stated on the sheet.
Anytime the party's like they crack, you bust out.
Of insanity on there, and then we'll
Oh,
go.
you don't have to take that, but you know.
I like it. We're gonna go off of this. We're gonna give him also as an item the Song of Paranoia. It stops a new enemy from appearing
Oh my
next round.
god, that's like my life. That's my intrusive thought.
Paranoia. It's close enough. Heather just said, if you didn't hear it, what did you say? That song is your life. That was.
Oh my god, that's just how my brain like goes. It's just like it could be this, it could be that. What's that sound? What's that noise? That's sharp. That's clear. Like it's like you can make a little. Like
The
does
Song of
not everyone
Paranoia.
live in that
We did
constant
it.
anxiety?
Yeah.
Anxiety. All right.
Yeah.
So I think we got this one down now. Bud and Wiser. The Beerbarian is uvula.
Again,
Awesome.
everyone go to
Another one
therapy.
down.
It's helpful.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got, okay, this is an interesting one. This is one where I fucked up. Right? Where I was supposed to give 2 character classes to each artist. And somehow I assigned 3 to Druid of the Flower. So we've got a,
Yeah, I did one of them.
we've got a Druid of the Flower. right here from the Wizard of Barge. You can see it here, a Druid of the Flower right here. That's one of them. We've got a Druid of the Flower by Ben Edlund right here. We're gonna see this right
So
here.
good.
Druid of the Flower by Ben Edlund. We're gonna see a Druid of the Flower by Matt Fury right here. Druid of the Flower by Matt Fury. And then also, Heather's, you have the actual character class card
Oh, wait,
in
that one's
the
the
basic set. So this is
Did you
what
do
you'll get in the
4?
basic set. And if you get the deluxe set, you will get all 3 of these
Oh.
additional Druids of the Flower. Look at all these Druids of the Flower. Can you
There's-
even see them all?
we-
I don't know. Is that on camera?
Yeah.
Who can know? Look at all these Druids of the Flower. Look at what's happening. It's pretty cool. I like how, let's examine what's happening here. So we've got, I like that there's like, we've got some like pot leaf motif, in the chest and arms and hair. In yours, we've got one in the hair with Matt's too. And here on the arms, we've got some similarities there. There's something similar in the way you guys think, right? They're also both holding a magic J-bone in their right hand. Look at that. You guys were aligned in your thoughts on how that power works right there. But then we've got here with Ben's, it looks like he's casting some kind of like lightning spell to light his pipe. He's got like some kind of like sickle as his weapon there. He's got a Jesus-esque crown of probably pot leaves, I guess it must be, right? And we've got this one here. He's holding a joint in his left hand, and he's got like maybe some kind of bong on the end of his staff. His face is shrouded, kind of like a Jawa or something going on there. But the one thing I can say that's common about all of these guys is there is smoke coming out of the thing that they are smoking out of. That's your Druid of the Flower. So which one should we roll up first? Will, you got a
I know-
thought on which one?
I know, when I was drawing her,
Yeah.
I wanted her to look like she knew what she was doing, but she was really relaxed doing it. She was like, listen, it's fine. Let's just go.
Let's just go. It's
Do
fun.
it.
Relax.
It's good time. It's fine.
All right. Nice.
I wanted her to feel confident, but also relaxed.
Confident and relaxed. Let's go with Matt Fury's because I think
There's
it's the
two
most
things I
similar
don't know how
to
to
yours. So Matt Fury, you might know him from the Comic Boys Club, and Pepe the Frog, who kind of got co-opted for a while by the internet, but is now kind of like he was able to reclaim it to some degree, and he's doing great.
Mhm.
Look at this, the Druid of the Flower. The special skill is Couch Lock. You can freeze one monster, on the couch, locked on the couch. A unique trait the Druid of the Flower has is offer your allies a hit every time an ally buffs your stats. That's something that can happen here. So let's see, what do we think about this Druid of the Flower? Do we want to go for name first or backstory first? What do you think? Will, do you have a thought on that one?
Backstory.
All right, backstory. So should we go to the chat, or do you have a thought on how this one will work?
Well, I mean, it just seems like it derives from taking mushrooms. Maybe
Oh,
picking them
yes.
off this tree.
There's mushrooms off the tree. So there's a flower involved, and there's also a mushroom. There's many like elements that go into this druid. So let's see. She's maybe born of fungi, but has adopted the leaf as her vocation. She went against her parents. They're like, no, we're mushroom people. We're fungus people. She's like, fuck you, Dad. I'm the flower. Right? Is that her thing? I'm gonna put fuck you, Dad.
Yeah, tipper bong water.
Right. I'm
Tipper bong
not.
water. That's what the name should be, but it could be somebody. It could be a different one. I just want to get the word bong water in there.
All right. So her backstory is Fuck you, Dad. I'm not a fungus. I'm a flower.
Yeah,
All right.
like
So.
Listen, my dad was a fun guy, but that's
Ah!
it's like Romeo and Juliet. People and the mushroom people, and they're like, it's a forbidden love.
Yeah. All right.
I have my parents live in Washington and go mushrooming. Is that not everyone's parents?
Yeah.
But,
Did you tell your parent? No, your mom's cool. I love your mom. She's
no,
awesome.
my mom's.
I hung out with Heather and her mom. Yeah.
And look
She
for
paints
stuff.
murals. Isn't that cool? So you're not telling your parents. I get it. Anyway, what should this druid of the flowers name be?
Someone suggested sativa, but I think
Oh,
we could jazz that.
Sativa.
Sativa.
I feel like it's sativa the.
Yeah,
something.
sativa the.
All right, so let's put sativa the, and let's see how.
First name Sativa, last name Dust.
Does anybody know what? Anybody have a thought on what?
There's also Fern the Fractitious.
Yeah.
The way this is illustrated, her face is like so. Again, I just love how confident, and she's just kind of like, I don't know. I was looking at this one the other day, and I was like, man, she's empowering.
Yeah, she doesn't give a
She's
care.
empowering.
Yeah.
Trained, like
She's
really like her, like yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
You can come
she's
here, but
good.
It's fine if you don't.
She's
Whatever.
hanging out. She don't give a care.
Yeah, she's high out of her mind.
Yeah. She's kind of high. You could tell by her eyes and eyelids. Yeah.
Sativa, the.
Sativa.
Sativa the chat.
Come on, chat.
Cat's on a little delay.
She was like rebellious.
Sativa the salvia.
Oh, Serapio, what's going on, dude? I know you. How you doing? You know Serapio?
Yeah.
Excellent character designer. Worked for years at Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, all the places. Worked on all the
Sativa
shows.
the Soothing.
Serapio,
Ooh.
what's
So
up, dude?
maybe she could use this plan as like throwing stuff.
Oh, all right. So we're gonna do as one of her
I like that.
special items. We're gonna do.
Wait, can somebody like, you know how people have beer bottle caps and they know how to shoot them with their fingers like that?
Yeah.
Maybe that's some kind of magical weapon skill or something, like shooting bottle caps to people's eyeballs or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that similar
What do you
to
guys
pennying?
think, man?
Like when you someone
Yes,
shoots a
it
penny?
is.
Yeah.
Damn.
People with joints.
All right.
But then also I get super drunk and then I eat pennies. I eat full ones.
So I'm thinking maybe, to go with her glass, we're gonna give her also a chain smoker's pipe. I know we did one of those earlier, but equipment can be, you can have somebody with the same equipment. So there's a chain smoker's pipe. Again, anybody who's tuning in who didn't see this before, drawn by Maddie Brewer, has a little bit of a crazy eyeball going on. Who knows what's happening? Look at that. You guys can see it there. The chain smoker's pipe. What's happening? Look at that. Whoa, yeah. And what does a chain smoker's pipe do? 1 to 6, no effect. 7 to 9, attack hits 2 enemies. 10 to 12, attack hits 3 enemies. Bananas. All right. Chain smoker's pipe. And we're putting that on. That is an equipment. Chain smoker's pipe. Here we go. Chain smoker's pipe. We did it. And then, let's see. We gave her a custom a custom item, and then maybe we'll give her, what I think she would like, the bag of chips. You know what the bag of,
Oh my god, like a bag of snacking or something.
right? That summons a friendly narc. Do we have the friendly narc card? We might have the regular narc that I printed out. There's a narc. All right. So imagine this. This is the narc card right here. It's a narc with a G, kind of like a gnoll, right? It's a very entry-level character. The friendly narc, it's basically the same exact drawing with a smiling face, will come and aid you, right? What does the friendly narc do
I
exactly?
think you open the bag of chips and the friendly narc joins your party.
Yeah. This this is the regular narc. The friendly narc is very similar. This is also drawn by Maddie Brewer, incredible animator, director, short film. She has she's doing a series of shorts. this kind of mouse. She's doing a series of shorts for a very popular adult network right now. You may be able to see in the future. I cannot mention his name. But anyway, she can summon a friendly narc with her bag of chips. So it's Sativa the. That's still what we haven't sorted out right here. Soothing is pretty good.
Sativa of the salvia?
Sativa of the salvia. That seems like a pilot.
It's a hat on a hat.
Yeah, you got a hat on a hat there. But it's a hat on a hat. But is it a badass hat? Which is another one of our cards. Whoa, that's a sick looking hat. This is drawn by Sean Glaze. It gives you +2 to your armor. A badass hat drawn by Sean Glaze. You can see his Adult Swim small shorts, Body Head, which I had the pleasure of being an executive producer on Adult Swim Smalls right now. Sean Glaze. Sean Glaze.
I love him so much.
Yeah.
He's the best.
He is the best. He was drawn with us last time. Yeah. All right. So Sativa the. I like. Oh, Sativa of House Gravity Bomb. That's it. When we have the house. Sativa the Snackish. I like. You know what? She's got a bag of chips. Let's make her Sativa the Snackish. I like that. Sativa the Snackish.
Sativa the Snackish. I love that.
We did it. So, Brian, let's take a tally now. How many of these pre-roll characters have we rolled up?
We got 1, 2. Where did my other ones go?
You know, we have at the very least 2. I think we've probably done more than 2.
We got 1, 2,
Yeah.
3,
1, 2,
4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8 memorable friends.
8 memorable friends. All right. So what are we going to 8? Is that the plan? We're going to 8. So we got 10 minutes. I think we could do another one. All right. Let's see what we could do. We're gonna do another one right now. Let's see.
Cool.
So what's a class that we have not yet done? Maybe the Halfling Leaf Thief. We have not yet done a Halfling Leaf Thief. So let's see. Oh, here's
Somebody
one.
said something that was interesting. They said, "What about a class, a bar fighter?"
A bar fighter. There you go. We could also do that. You know,
That's it.
there's an unlimited amount of these. And also, you can't forget about Roll Zero. There's going to be 12 blank character records included in the basic set.
Nice.
And with Roll Zero, you can make up whatever damn character class you want.
Yeah. Half
think that-
leprechaun, half PCP genie. Exactly.
Con PCP
Harry, you read my mind.
There you go. All right.
It's
so we're gonna-
okay. We're welcome back.
Yeah.
I was sitting there drawing going, wait a minute.
Heather, we were just looking at your really cute little like profile picture that you had drawn.
Yeah.
So no hard feelings.
So check it out. The next character we're gonna try and roll up here is the Halfling Leaf Thief. You can see here on the basic set, you'll get the Halfling Leaf Thief character class drawn by Abby Jane. Abby Jane is the art director of Teenage Euthanasia for Adult Swim. You may have seen Teenage Euthanasia on Adult Swim. She's also an incredible artist, animator. If you could follow her on Instagram, look at that Halfling Leaf Thief. It's so cute. Look at that. It's like a fairy with like the Halfling Leaf as its wings. Here, I'm gonna show this to these guys. That's the Halfling Leaf Thief. That's what's gonna be on your basic set character class card. But in the deluxe set, you could get this Halfling Leaf Thief. Look at how much Halfling Leaf that thief has stolen. He has stolen so much. This is another one that's drawn by Pendleton here. Pendleton, do you have a thought on this character? What were you thinking of when you drew this character up here?
The only thing I was thinking about was like this smoke screen. He was like puffing out a bunch of smoke and then like reaching through the smoke to like pinch people's pockets.
There he is. He's doing it. He's got that shivery hand.
He's got a sack of stolen items.
That's the stolen items. That's the thief he's got going on.
Yeah.
All right. So we got this Halfling Leaf Thief. We're gonna roll this guy up. And like you said, his special skill, you got the smoke screen. Monsters do half damage. Oh, Heather
has temporarily
All
disappeared.
right, she'll be back. And then his unique trait is pinch another player's weed without them knowing and gain plus 10 to attack.
Oh,
That's a
get
high
this
attack.
freaking
Yeah, that guy is a thief. He's got the snag attack. Right on. All right, so
The hamburger.
it is kind of like the Hamburglar. All right, so check it out. Let's think about this guy. He's stolen an incredible amount of the Halfling's leaf. If he's gonna smoke that in one magic jig bone, like how much does he have back in his like stash box at home? He's got a lot, probably.
Big
right?
nest.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So he's got all this halfling leaf at home. So he's like a prolific thief. I think. What does the chat have to say about him? Keith the halfling leaf thief. From Tennessee. It's the added thing. All right, we're gonna go with that. Keith. I like Keith. Yeah.
Halfling thief from Tennessee.
Halfling leaf thief. I'm just gonna squiggle that out. You get it. The that Keith, man, I remember when somebody first introduced me to that stuff.
Yeah.
And they had that little grinder. They had a whole, they had something that looked almost like a pinball machine with a big screen on it, and they'd have all this weed. They had a pinball machine's like amount of weed on there, and they'd shake this screen and get all that keef down on that lower layer, and it looked like that like yellow pollen. And you just smoke that stuff straight. That keef. Good name. Doran. Thanks for that name, Doran. That's a great name right there. Appreciate that. He's laughing out loud with love. Here we go. Wait, so from Tennessee, and then there was Tenerife. Oh, so with rhymes. I get it. So all right. So what's Keith's story?
Oh, you're using it.
You want to use?
We need.
Oh yeah, let's get
We got
another
a marker.
pencil. There, you got a marker. We can get another pencil. We got it. Look, we got a goofer here. You can goof it up. If your thing's not sharp enough, you got a goofer. You can use it. You want a pencil? You
No,
cool with the
sure.
marker? All right, Sharpie. You want to draw under a camera. I'll move over here. Come draw under the camera. It'll be good.
Something I should draw.
Whatever you want, man.
Just anything.
Anything you want. All right.
Drawing the hamburger.
All right. So I'm gonna go over on this side, right? And we'll think about this guy. I'm gonna bring this shield over here. We'll do a little swap through. I'm gonna bring my drink. Go on this side.
I called cooling drop, so I'm resetting.
So let's see. All right. Or did I do the wrong way? Is that good? Did I do it right or did I do it wrong? I don't know what's in the shot.
Don't worry. We're reacting.
All right, here we go. All right. So character story, backstory. Does the chat have anything to offer on this? Who can know? They'll
Okay,
get into. Is that about the character or is that about us?
It's about that character
Yeah.
and his cousin Kevin Blazeblunt.
Kevin Blazeblunt. All right, so we got a relationship with Kevin Blazeblunt. Is he just pinching? Kevin Blazeblunt, I think, is the big, like, weed dealer in the room. And he just freaking continuously, like, pinches his stash, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
So, Kevin,
The grimy older cousin.
Kevin Blazeblunt. Blazeblunt, owner of biggest stash in the realm.
Oh shit, Skinner is going fucking.
Heaps.
He's like, yeah. I see you guys with those pencils. That's adorable.
Yeah. What are you, airbrushing? He's like, Skinner's live airbrushing.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm listening and I'm ready to chime in.
Right. So he's Keith's cousin and just Keith sneakily basically shakes out Kevin's stash and steals that So what does he have? It's his starting equipment. Let's see. Why don't we give him? We haven't given anybody this. The hitter's wand. The hitter's wand is like kind of like reminiscent of what you'd find in an old school dugout. He's got the hitter's wand, which you might have to use if he gets caught with his hand in the stash. And the hitter's wand does a critical attack that kills instantly. So somebody's coming in to catch him, bam, dead. not even a contest. So we're gonna give him as his item. Let's see. As a thief. I'm gonna say we haven't used this.
If you roll a 1, that's like foul. That's not a that's is that like if you roll a 20, that's like your critical hit, but if you roll a 1, it's like party foul or something.
It's a party foul. I like that. That's what we should call it, a party foul.
Yeah, like that.
That is now memorialized in the game forever.
Cannot be undone.
Right. Sounds good to me, baby.
Right on. So we're gonna give him. We haven't given this to anybody yet. A magic mirror redirects all enemy attacks to other enemies. Magic mirror. And that's
But you have to
magic
do
with-
cocaine off it first, or what?
You do. It was definitely designed as a coke mirror. I think Abby Jane did a cool design for it that is like a makeup mirror, like one of those.
Oh, I
makeup
thought it would be
mirrors.
like one of those carnival mirrors you used to be able to get that would have like
Oh,
Motley
yeah.
Crue.
Oh, so check it out. Right, I'm gonna do this on the Instagram. I'm gonna bring you to our other van, which is entirely decorated in coke mirrors.
I just can't bring that into this screen. I want to so badly, but it's too many clicks. So this is a special. If you're watching YouTube, quick, get on Instagram, follow, go to Chris Prynoski's, get there, do it fast, and get to see some stuff.
What are you guys drawing?
I usually just start with a nose or an eye and then see where it goes.
Okay, nice. Hamburgers come along.
Yeah, I think it's certain names.
Hamburger by memory.
Worm demon.
That's a sick looking hamburger.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing you can draw that.
What did we call the worm before? The worm's name was.
I think the worm is just like the worm. You know what I mean?
Wasn't it like the worm of wisdom?
The worm of wisdom.
The worm
Yeah,
of wisdom.
that might be the worm of wisdom.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my side. All of a sudden, everything decided.
Don't worry, Heather. This is really fun. You're keeping me on my toes because every time you disconnect, I scramble to redo all the windows. Then I realize that I'm just not capable, and then you get logged back in, and then I Command Z undo everything I've changed, and then it's back to working.
So,
Yeah.
sorry, I don't know what's going on. It was just like glitching on everything.
No,
I
this
was
is-
where.
This is where we in the room promise that Alexei will figure out a way to get people dialed in that works in the future. And not Alexei just resizes a Hangouts video over and over and over again.
Yeah. We promise that.
I think it's, to be fair, I don't think it's you. I think something's going on.
Well, no, but if I had a cool system, then it would work great. This is thrilling for anyone who's not watching Chris's Instagram as he like gives a tour of the lobby right now. But you're all welcome.
Oh, did Chris take his
Oh.
phone? Oh,
Yes, he did. He did. Oh my gosh.
You seen the other view of this? If we just went and looked.
Okay,
at those
I'm gonna
coke
check
mirrors.
something real quick.
All right, look at this. What's happening next? I think we're getting around. We're about to wrap it up pretty soon. But let's finish this character first. So we've got Keith. Keith
The halfling leaf thief Keith.
the halfling leaf thief from Tennessee. Yeah.
Keith.
All right. So it's got the magic mirror. Oh, that's right. Abby James was not the magic mirror. It was the coke.
Coke mirror. That's an enemy.
Magic mirror. Yeah. Who was doing?
I
the
don't
magic
know.
mirror?
Who's doing the magic?
The
mirror?
magic mirror is.
Is that on Antonio's?
It is on Antonio's list.
Taylor? I think Taylor needs a magic mirror. So let's see, but what should we give Keith the Halfling Leaf Thief from Tennessee as their unique item? We haven't come up with a unique item for him. You know, he is
Earlier.
Kevin Blazeblunt, owner of the biggest stash in the world.
I still feel pretty attached to the dab nail of glory.
The dab nail of glory. What do you think the powers are those? You remember who said that?
Ooh, let's find that.
Of glory.
It can light up with fire and flame, or it can burn anything, or I don't know. Like it's like you don't ever need a lighter ever again.
You don't need a lighter ever again. I like that. That's good. All right.
You never need to ask for a lighter.
Or in Scotland.
And if somebody tries to steal it, it burns their hand.
Burns their hand. I like it.
That's true. That's true.
All right.
Or if they do something if they borrow it and they don't give it back. I mean, that's still stealing, but like, you know.
You gotta give it
Yeah.
back.
Can I borrow your lighter real quick?
You gotta give it back. All right. So the dab nail of glory, though, we gotta come up with a mechanic that actually works
Yeah.
for this game. So it's gonna kill your enemy or give you strength, or you help your friends.
Yeah.
Help your friends, hurt your enemy, help your enemy. Those are probably the 4 things it can do, right? You probably don't want it to help your enemy, or it's a cursed item. Should it be a cursed item? You haven't given anybody a cursed
I
item.
think that it could. I mean, that could be it. But if it is like a lighter,
Yeah.
you can add fire damage to everyone's attack for the round by adding flames to everyone's weapons.
Okay, add fire damage. I like it. Add fire damage. All right.
Having a lighter, would that be like helpful too if you're like, oh, I don't have night vision, anything like that? You're like, oh, but guess what?
For the storytelling of the game,
You know,
a light.
because that's the thing, right? When we first started working on this game, Alexei and I, we were like, this is going to be just a combat game.
Dumb stuff that you roll and drink.
When we started doing this playtesting, people were doing a lot of RP. This ended up being a heavy RP game. Who knew people like to do the RP? So again, that's why it's good to have a lot of this story from role playing. All right, because it's a role playing game.
We also got a
Or a role drinking game, I guess.
We were thinking of like,
Yeah.
if you just roll a die and then you drink, that's cool. And it grew slightly since then.
Yeah, it got a little bit faster because we started. We were like, this is just going to be a client gift, right? And it was just going to be like, hey, we're going to make this. I just wanted to make a Dungeon Master screen, and I wanted to get cool art. And Skinner and Heather were gracious enough to do the art on that version, and Sunggu Kwan did the interior art as well as I did a couple of drawings on there. Sunggu Gu, for short, as we all know him, is the main character designer on Metalocalypse and went on to be the main character designer on Tigtone, the most recent iteration of Beavis and Butthead, and now the most recent iteration of King of the Hill, Gu Kwan. I don't think he has much of a social media presence. He
doesn't need it. He's too
lives on
busy
a farm.
drawing.
He lives on a farm. He draws on pieces of paper. That guy.
To not have to be on social media is a dream.
If you're in this. He's not on there. Anyway, we did that. We didn't think it was going to be this thing.
Anyway, he says into his Instagram live.
Yeah, we did it. So, this is the stage of the night that we're in now.
Yep.
Which is why I think we're gonna sign off of this
Well, we got some drawings happen. We
Yeah.
can finish up these drawings that are going on, and just
I'm gonna edit it.
any
Show some
tiny
of these
final.
drawings on Instagram. Look at this.
Yeah, I've had the time of my life.
Yeah, what do you think, Skinner? Heather, is this?
Same.
Could it ever be better?
See you guys.
Whoa,
It's really
look at those
awesome to
guys.
meet Heather. It's really
Whoa, look
awesome
at
to
those
meet
guys.
Pendleton.
Whoa, look at that guy.
And Danzo, if that is your real name.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Doxing
Everybody, look at this, huh? We got ZZ Top in the house.
Here we go.
The last
what we're talking
member of ZZ Top. He's live.
He's my uncle. Both those guys are my uncle.
This is even worse.
This is my
All right.
uncle, Uncle Top.
This is definitely degrading into
That's
chaos.
Uncle Pat.
All right, everybody. I'm gonna sign off on the Instagram.
Yeah, but
we'll
the-
keep
yeah,
going on
yeah.
YouTube a little bit longer.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody on
I'm sorry I
Instagram.
got a weird
Sorry, Amber, Chris,
buzz for a second,
you
but
just
I'm
joined.
glad that I'm popped back on it.
Bye-bye.
I don't know, you have to look at my face
I've never
instead of
signed off
drawing.
on Instagram like that. How do you do?
I don't know.
Is there a stop button? Oh, there's an X in this one. All right. Yeah, I'm ending it. Thank you. All right. That one is
This
over.
is the final
Now,
level of
It's-
streaming.
yeah.
This is cool. I really appreciate you guys. I like y'all. I love y'all. This was fun.
We should do more.
You know, we're in a room of
Yeah,
your
it's nice
artwork
to-
right
Yeah,
now.
Nice to meet people. I like.
Did you know
I
that
like
this
the-
is your beholder behind us?
Yeah, this looks
This
rad, by
is
the
the
way.
pattern of your beholder that you drew on the
Thank
wall
you very
behind
much.
us. Yeah.
I'm there via beholder.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
And then see over here, if you point it here, this is your big ass cool
I
dungeon.
feel
break. I don't
really,
even know
I
how to
feel
do
really
that.
pumped to be
Yeah.
a part of this legendary room you
Look at
have
what's
there.
on that wall, man.
Oh yes.
Cool.
Welcome to the dungeon, child.
Yeah.
It's so cool, man. I hope there's a chance I'm gonna come play.
Yeah.
some games.
Yeah, you should be getting into some more information about that, but hell yeah. Yeah, you're
Like,
gonna
I'd love to come down and actually play drinking and druggies or
Dude,
whatever the fuck this
you
is,
should come
man.
down and do it too. It'd be
Well,
fun.
'Cause, I think I'm the weirdo who doesn't live in California.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to come to California, and then you guys have to deal with me in real life and not on the screen. But
oh yeah, that sounds fun. Let's do it. Let me deal with you. Look at these guys. We got freaking Creedence Clearwater Revival in this.
Dude. I prefer to be called the Oak Ridge Boys.
Oh my God, dude. Hell yeah. Well, I gotta go, but I just want to extend my heartfelt gratitude that for just the time I was here having laughs, watching you guys do your thing, watching Heather, watching you draw, Chris, watching you hold court, dude.
Yeah.
You were amazing.
All right.
This is what you're supposed to do.
Thanks, man. This was great. And thank you, everybody who looked at this stream. What do you call people who look at this stream?
Viewers,
Viewers?
Reader.
audience.
Thank you,
Streamers.
audience and viewers. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
it's
Look at that, beard bars. Peace out, skin dog.
no, I really appreciate you guys letting me be here. So thank you. It's so nice to chat and meet everybody. Maybe one day in real life. Have a good night.
All right,
Later,
all right.
everybody.
This is it. Pushing the button. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
That was fun. Good night.
Hey, do.